The blue South African sky stretches across the endless grasslands of the Pilanesberg Game Reserve. The dry season makes the space here even more harsh, lacking moisture, and food becomes more scarce. In that scene, a mother lion and her cub have just migrated to this game reserve, completely unfamiliar with the surrounding environment. The tiring journey has exhausted the mother lion, but she still has to protect and raise her young cub. For a whole week, the mother lion has not caught any prey, not even a carcass can be found. The cub is still too young, mainly relying on mother's milk to survive. Even though she cannot find food, the mother lion still tries to breastfeed her cub, giving her last bit of strength to her cub. Day by day, its body becomes thinner, its eyes are dark, its mane is sparse, and each step is unsteady. But every time the lion cub cried out in hunger, the mother lion gently lay down, letting her cub continue to suckle. Perhaps, by maternal instinct, she was willing to sacrifice herself so that her cub could be full. As time passed, the mother lion was so exhausted that she could no longer move. One morning, she staggered a few steps and then collapsed to the ground, unable to get up again. The lion cub was still innocent, not understanding why her mother did not move, only knowing how to cry and scratch her back lightly. The sunlight gradually became harsher, causing the mother lion's body to dehydrate faster and the risk of death to increase. Since last week, Sifo, a staff member of the reserve, has begun to pay attention to this mother and cub. He often saw them lurking at the edge of the reserve, moving very slowly. Each time they appeared, the mother lion seemed more exhausted than the last time, and the lion cub became thinner and thinner. Sifo understood that they were newcomers, unfamiliar with the terrain and inexperienced in hunting. He was also worried that they might become prey for other predators, or poachers. Today, while on patrol, Sifo suddenly did not see the mother and cub anymore. His intuition told him that something was wrong, so he asked his colleagues to split up and search. Sifo's group followed the faint footprints left on the dry ground. The sun rose higher, the heat poured down, and everyone was sweating. But the worry for the mother and cub kept them from giving up. After about 30 minutes of crossing the grasslands and bushes, they discovered the mother lying motionless. Not far away, the lion cub kept wandering around, crying miserably, trying to call for its mother. The sight made Sifo's heart ache. He approached but was very careful. The lion cub saw the human, immediately timidly retreated, but still kept a fearful look in its eyes. Sifo knew that the lion cub would protect its mother with all its remaining instincts. He bent down, his hands rhythmically calming himself, gently taking each step forward. The lion cub growled weakly, but seemed to understand that he had no bad intentions. Finally, Sifo went to the lion mother, placing his hand on her emaciated body that was gasping for breath. He checked her breathing, realizing that she was in a state of severe exhaustion. Quickly, Sifo took out a booster syringe from his medical kit. He carefully injected it into the lion mother's thigh, where there was still some muscle. When he finished, he turned to the lion cub, who was still trembling, meowing as if to wake her up. Sifo opened the box, took out a bottle of diluted milk powder, which was prepared for emergencies. He slowly brought the bottle of milk towards the lion cub, which was a bit hesitant at first. After a while, the smell of the milk made the little lion boldly approach and start to sip. The scene moved Sifo's group, some of them wiped the sweat from their foreheads. To make sure the mother lion had food when she woke up, Sifo placed some fresh meat nearby. He stepped back, avoiding getting too close, so that the lion cub wouldn't panic. After finishing the arrangements, Sifo and his colleagues climbed into the car and stood at a distance to observe. Time passed slowly, the lion cub drank the milk, its eyes wide open waiting for its mother to wake up. About 10 minutes later, the stimulant began to take effect. The mother lion moved slightly, took a deeper breath, and tried to open her eyes. The lion cub was overjoyed, jumped up, and nibbled on her mother's hand as if to say that she had returned. The mother lion was still very weak, but realizing that her cub was still alive and well, she raised her head slightly, looking around. Then she smelled fresh meat, and tried to crawl towards it. Although she walked unsteadily, she finally reached the first piece of meat after a week of hunger. She bit off each small piece, ate greedily, but still kept an eye on her cub. Sifo was relieved to see that the mother lion was awake and able to recharge. He signaled to his colleagues, and they decided not to intervene further to avoid stressing the animal. The sound of the car engine roared. Sifo drove away, leaving the mother lion in a quiet space. As the car rolled, the mother lion looked up slightly. Her eyes seemed to have a silent message of gratitude sent to her benefactor. The group returned to the Pilanesberg Conservancy headquarters, relieved. However, Sifo was still worried about whether the mother lion would have enough strength to hunt in the coming days. He proposed a plan to provide temporary food so that the mother lion would not become exhausted further. His superiors approved the plan, allowing Sifo to bring more meat every day to support her. And so, for the next 10 days, Sifo diligently woke up early, prepared some fresh meat. He drove to the area where the mother lion often visited, carefully placing the meat at a safe distance. Each time, the mother and cub were happy, receiving the food with great care. The mother lion's health improved significantly, her fur began to become smoother, and her body also had flesh again. The cub became more and more active, running around her, practicing pouncing moves. Sifo silently observed, happy to see them getting stronger. On the 11th day, the mother lion began to wander further, showing signs of instinctively searching for prey. One afternoon, Sifo accidentally witnessed the mother lion stalking and catching a small antelope. The first success after the crisis, it roared loudly, its eyes shining with pride. That night, the mother lion shared the prey with its cubs. It was able to provide food for itself without relying on humans. Sifo sat in the car, witnessing the touching scene, suddenly feeling strangely warm. When she saw Sifo's car parked nearby, the mother lion did not show any aggression or avoidance. It turned its head, gently wagged its tail, as if to signal, "I have not forgotten your kindness." The lion cub also ran closer to the car, squinting curiously, but no longer afraid as before. Sifo waved his hand in greeting, a relieved smile on his mouth. Other sanctuary staff also began to show affection for the mother and cub. No one expected that just a week ago, they were on the brink of death. Now, they are integrating quite well, often moving near water sources and prey. The whole sanctuary knows this touching story, seeing it as a testament to the harmony between humans and animals. In the morning, Sifo often drives his car on patrol, sometimes encountering the mother and cub. The mother lion does not avoid, on the contrary, she brings her cub to greet him. He bows his head, raises his camera to take a few photos, capturing the adorable moment of the lion cub. Their faces exude trust and connection with humans. Day by day, the mother lion gets stronger and stronger, teaching the lion cub how to hunt and hide. The lion cub also gradually becomes more agile, learning valuable survival skills. Every time he witnesses it, Sifo feels like he is seeing a miracle on the savannah. He believes that the strong life will always find a way out, if we know how to appreciate and share. The mother and child lion gradually became regular guests every time Sifo's patrol car passed by. They did not forget their benefactor, often running out to greet him, even rubbing themselves against the car as if to express their affection. This image became a beautiful symbol, spreading throughout the Pilanesberg conservation area. Because, the story of love and compassion is forever proof that, humans and animals can accompany, tolerate and protect each other in the sunny and windy land of South Africa. Dear friend, thank you for taking the time to follow the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to support us.